I've lived next to Mr. Henderson for 10 years. He was the kind of neighbor everyone dreams of: quiet, kept his yard immaculate, and always gave a friendly wave. But recently, things got weird. He started wearing these heavy, thick coats in the middle of summer and spending all night in his detached garage. I'm talking lights on until 4 in the morning, accompanied by this low, rhythmic thumping that I could actually feel through my living room walls. One evening, my dog, Buster, slipped his collar and made a beeline for Mr. Henderson's backyard. I ran after him, calling his name, and ended up right by the garage. Buster was at the side door, sniffing and growling low in his throat. I just wanted to grab him and go, but my curiosity took over. I leaned in and peeked through a tiny gap in the heavy curtains. What I saw made my blood run cold. The garage wasn't for cars or tools. It was lined wall to wall with huge, industrial-sized freezers, at least 6 of them, all humming and plugged into a massive generator. In the center of the room, Mr. Henderson stood over a stainless steel table. He was wearing a plastic apron covered in something dark and wet. My heart hammered against my ribs. I was convinced I was looking at a crime scene. I backed away slowly, clutching Buster's collar, my breath catching in my throat. I sprinted back to my house, locked every single door, and dialed 911 with trembling hands. I whispered to the operator that I thought my neighbor was dismembering bodies in his garage. Hiding behind my blinds, I watched as 4 police cruisers pulled up without their sirens. They swarmed the garage, shouting for him to come out with his hands up. I saw them force the door open and rush inside. I braced myself for the horror, waiting for the body bags and news vans to show up. A few minutes later, one of the officers walked over to my front door. He looked completely exhausted. I opened the door, ready for the gruesome confirmation. He looked at me, wiped his forehead, and asked, "Mom, did you know your neighbor owns a high-end exotic meat distribution business?" I just blinked. "What? He's a licensed butcher for luxury restaurants," the officer explained. "His main shop flooded, so he's been working overtime here." "Those freezers are full of expensive Wagyu beef and venison, the dark stuff you saw." That was a blackberry marinade for a specialty order. I felt my entire face flush red. I peeked over and saw Mr. Henderson in his driveway, still in his apron, looking totally bewildered as the police apologized to him. He glanced at my house, and I ducked back inside, wishing the floor would just swallow me. It's been 3 weeks, and I still can't look him in the eye. Oh, and he put up a no trespassing sign. I'm pretty sure I know why.